Good morning, YouTubers and people and lovely, uh, introspective people. I guess you could say. Been a morning. Been really a morning. Um, a lot of emotions. A lot. I am sorry. I have not been on here for a while. Um, so much has gone on. I really need my vape though. I don't even know what I did. Belarus. I didn't want to do that. You know? Yay, pop. So, okay, so the last time we talked, we was talking about my daughter and her so-called boyfriend. Well, whatever the fuck he is to her. I don't know anymore. But right now, I really don't care. Because, and I know, let me explain. I know that sounds harsh and cruel and mean. But last week was it for me. Like, seriously, I was so done with her. I love her. Don't get me wrong. I love my daughter to death. Really and truly do. Let's see that. Move this way. There we go. So, like my fairy lights were given to me by my dear sweet friend, Lacey. I have two Lacey's, by the way, but the other one did. This one did. She's really sweet. We took care of her dog for a couple of days. Thursday through, is it Sunday? Sunday or Monday, something like that. Agape. And my dog takes it upon himself to give the dog a very longer extended name than just Agape. So he goes Princess Agape Growly Pisty Pants. And then this last Saturday, her mama decides to take it upon herself and add to that. So it's a longer version, extensive version of that, and just put one more added, and I'm like, this poor dog is so fucking confused. I looked at Agape and I said, baby girl, I'm sorry. It was not supposed to go this way. Okay, so just bear with me, because the news that's coming is going to make me cry, because something that I have been waiting for. And of course, my best friend Carrie goes, I can't stay awake. Well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You wanted this job, lady. I can't help you. This is part of being, getting on a tangent with my best friend, because she's like, I can't stay awake. She is a home health care aide person, and she's bitching. She bitches about every fucking job that she's ever had. Through 2008, since we've been friends to up until now, this woman has gone through so many fucking jobs, and it's always the same thing. She is never happy. She gets more hours than she did at Amazon, and now she's bitching. You get more hours being a home health care aide because you have more customers. Okay, you have more clients. But that also means you have to clean these said houses with. And let me tell you something. My friend Carrie, she's not a clean freak. She's not a clean freak at all. Like, I have gone into her house and that house has been trashed. Straight up trashed. The room trashed. Laundry not done. And she has no excuse. She has a freaking washer and dryer. Dishes not done. Floors not done. I mean, and you're being a home health care aide and you hate cleaning? Yeah, no. I think you picked the wrong thing. I think you just wanted the fucking money. And you really don't care about your clients. Because there was like one day, she texts me and she goes, I have put off doing the dishes. And I'm like, dude, you need to get that shit done, because it don't have to be him that calls you in to the company to say that you're slacking on your fucking job. That's a write-up, girl. And she's like, eh. And I'm like, eh? Then why the fuck are you into, excuse my language, but fucking makes my blood boil. Fuck. Dude. If you don't want to do this shit, get the fuck out of this business, because you're going to end up getting fired because you don't want to do your shit. That's what it is. You know, fucking be responsible. You're almost 40 or 40 some odd years old, child. Fucking grow the fuck up. Figure out what you want. What kind of work you want to do. And if this is what's really for you. Because if this is not what's for you, get the fuck out of the business that you have no right being in, because you can't seem to keep your house clean. There's two grown-ass people that are so fucking capable of keeping that motherfucking house clean. Her house clean. And it doesn't stay clean. My house stays clean. I'm on top of it every fucking day. Easy peasy. Keep it clean. And I heard this on YouTube. Okay. She says, you make 2 non-negotiables to do every night before you go to bed to make sure that your house doesn't get too overwhelming. You stick with those 2 non-negotiables. So, like, for me, the 2 non-negotiables for me every night is to do the dishes and the cabinet after I cook and stuff. And that way, that is like I don't have to worry about doing that the next day until like I have like lunch or something. But I do it throughout instead of like doing it only once a day or twice a day, I do it like, okay, so say it's a weekend, because now my husband, oh, I said husband, he's gonna kill me. Okay, my Dom, I can't believe it. Alright, I needed that laugh. He is like my husband. I'm just gonna say he's my husband. He's my husband. He is my living husband, Dom, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, my partner, my best friend, my soulmate. I thought my ex-husband was my soulmate. No, this man actually does know me because he has taken the freaking time to get to know me on different kinds of levels. And so therefore there's that. Yeah. Like my ex. He can kick rocks. I don't care. Whatever he does, do it somewhere else. Don't give a fuck. So yeah, so there's that. And okay. Anyways, I digress. So oh no. So now, okay, so the videos, I want to try to get back on track. Everything has just been so chaotic this past couple of weeks. I have just not felt like done any videos or anything like that. And I've been working on my Rougeau collection journal that I'm working on, and it's just been chaotic. And then last week was a doozy for me. Last week really threw me in. I was just done. So throughout this thing of my daughter's bullshit with this dude, okay, mind you, 2 days before I got the news of one of my PAC members not making it through surgery, through the extensive surgery that he had to have due to being burned alive. Now, mind you, that alone will put a person in shock. My daughter decides that she's going to beat the holy heck out of an elderly man. And for what? For what? What purpose does this serve? You beating this defenseless person? My mom didn't raise you to be that way. I know when I had you when you were 17, I did not do anything to warrant something like this for you to act this way. You know? And I'm like, hell no. What was that? That fell me. Need to find it. You want to go? What flew? Do you know? Do you know, little one? Okay. Oh, what was that? Oh my gosh, coffee. Okay, so my dog, my husband, I'm gonna call him husband, calls me, and the only time he really calls me, because we do mostly text, is if something has occurred to my daughter. And can I not drop shit? So the lid came off. Okay, where did the lid go? Are you serious? Now I got to look for the bloody lid. Okay, we're just... We're gonna leave it. Because I just... There it is. All the way over here, and the other part was just right beside my chair. Go fucking figure. All right. Oh, no, I was gonna get a good brush. My hair looks like crap. Okay, so my husband, he calls me and he goes, baby girl. And I'm like, yeah, Dad. And he's like, you need to get a hold of your dad ASAP. And I'm like, oh, shit. When he says that, it's not good news. Not good news at all. I'm like, okay. It's like, give it to me. What's going on with her now? And he's like, APD just showed up at the center. They're looking for both her and Alex. I was like, APD? What the hell? He's like, there's assault with a deadly weapon, attempt to harm, and of course other serious charges that they're both looking at going down to prison. And you know, in the back of my mind, and I hate to seem so callous, but nothing up until this point, we have begged this child to get help. We have begged and pleaded, and we've done everything. Even my Dom has done everything to try to get her to wake the fuck up. And it's not working. And he's like, you need to call your dad as soon as possible and see if he can get her. And I'm telling him, Daddy, I don't know if he can. He's at work right now. I said, so is my mom. And if I ask my mom is going, this will do her in right here. I honestly believe if my mom knew that APD was out to get my middle child, this would be the catalyst. Because right now she is keeping it together by the grace of her divine being. Let's just put it that way. This would take an act of Congress. She would find a way of fucking getting a hold of my daughter and bringing her the right neck act, or she would lose it. She would lose it. She's already, bless her heart, not sleeping. And I know she's not sleeping because she did this with my dad. Okay, and I'm sure she's done it with me when I was heavily on drugs. But I never once, you know, in my idiocracy of doing drugs, yeah, granted, I still do cannabis, and that's it. But in the hardcore stuff that I've done, and I have done some stupid hardcore stuff in my past, I have not once thought of fucking beating a defenseless person. I never, and I'm sorry I'm getting, but this pisses me off. You know, this truly pisses me off. So I'm like, I am thinking, oh my fucking God, what is wrong with this child? My mom and dad did not raise this child to be like this. Shit, they raised me, and look at me. You don't see me going around beating up people. What point is it to beat up somebody that is defenseless, that does not have a weapon or anything to protect himself against these idiots? And yes, my daughter is an idiot. Fucking Alex is an idiot. And whoever the other fucker was that is with her and him is fucking idiots, and they deserve to go to prison. They deserve it. This is what you get for being callous and emotionless and not giving a fuck about people and life. This is what you get. I'm not saving you from this one, child. You can go to prison. She could go to prison. I don't care. And I called my dad and I said, Dad, you need to come. Is there a way you can come get her? Oh, and I'm gonna have to do my ears again. They're like, ooh, that's not good. Anyways, so he's like, no, baby girl, what's going on? And I told him, I said, she's looking at going down in prison, Daddy. For a very long time. He's like, what did she do? And I told him, I said, she beat the fuck out of somebody. Her and Alex and another person. And APD just came to the center looking for her and Alex. He's like, I can't do anything. And he goes, you want to be honest? I think this is the best thing for her. I think she needs this wake-up call. And I'm like, okay. Then a wake-up call it is. Maybe it'll wake her little ass up. Who knows? But we all decided, except for my mom, because my mom is kind of like out of the loop right now, and that we all decided, me, my dad, my mom, decided that this is the best thing for her. Everything else is not working. She's not wanting to take responsibility in anything. And so maybe she needs to get caught and she goes to prison. Whatever. She thinks she's above the law. So after that, it was it was 2 days after that, or a day or so after that, we had a friend over. We had, of course, Charles over, and I was sitting my daddy, because I like to sit on the floor because sometimes chairs are uncomfortable for me, and I would sit on the floor or I lay down and I would do something and anything, just chill. I can't believe, what was I doing that night? I think I was doing dishes or something. I was doing something in the kitchen, and Daddy goes, baby girl, you need to come over here and sit down. And at the time, the only thing, I didn't even think, and it didn't even register, that this could have been about DJ. The thing that first came to my mind was Nikki, and I said, I don't know how to say, if they caught her, they caught her. Good. Maybe this will give her a wake-up call. No. It was not about Nikki. It was about DJ. And he goes, baby girl, I need you to sit down. And you're not going to like the news I give you. And right then and there, I knew. Just how the day had gone. I knew I was going to end up getting bad news either way. Whether it was about Nikki, or if it was about DJ, or some sort of bad news. I knew it was going to happen. I knew I was going to get bad news, just the way the day was going. So I sat down in front of Daddy, and he read me what his father had texted everyone that has been close to him, that he has that kind of their numbers, and he read it to me. And after he read it, and I looked at him and cried. I said, no. And I fell apart. I fell apart in his arms. it was Friday, but his Saturday we had the birthday party to go to, and so yeah, it was either Thursday or Friday. He ran sleep. And I'm like, I have to tell my mom, because my mom's been praying for his family and him. I have to let her know. So I did. I said, Mom, I got some news to tell you. I said, today, this morning, DJ passed away from complications of surgeries that he had to have. His body couldn't make it. My mom and dad was there for me and my dog. She goes, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I know it hurts, but like it kills me. And this is what I hate being an empath. I hate being so sensitive. I hate it. Because you're so open. And you're so sensitive. But this hit home. It was my pack member. I lost one of my pack members. You cannot replace that kind of a bond. I've known this guy for 3 waking years. He was like a brother to me. He was like a younger brother to me. And now he's gone. That night, after told my dad told me, he said, baby, I'm gonna make you a shower. I'm gonna make you a bath. I said, he goes, I think you really need it. I think you really need it. And to be true, I just wanted to be in his arms. I didn't care about no bath. But he had drawn up the bath and he had used all the rest of the bath salt, the Epsom salt that we had, just for me, and almost all of the bubble bath. You can't even talk right now. Eucalyptus. And I was texting my mom, and I was like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to feel this loss. I don't want to feel it because it hit hard for me. And I knew it was going to hit hard. And no matter. And I knew once Daddy had said that 86% of his body is burned with 3rd-degree burns, I knew it was just going to be a matter of time. And it was just waiting for infection to set in. But I hoped he would pull it through. I hoped he would find the fucking will to live. Cared and loved him like a brother. And you know, the scary thing is, that could have been me burning in that building. That could have been me. Because I was in that same building, in that same room. Just a different part of it. That could have been me. But I did. Instead, it was him. So maybe this is a bit of survival skill. I don't know. The fact that I got out way before the fire even began. And, I want to scream at him and say, you didn't say goodbye. You didn't say goodbye. You didn't say this was the end. That you was done. That you were done. I wanted to scream so loud at him and go, you get back here, you're not supposed to leave. I can't take this kind of loss. Not when I just freaking completely opened up my chakras. All of them. Daddy said, it's a good thing that you got your chakras all fucking unblocked. This? Look. I didn't want to feel this. Because I'm just waiting who's going to be next to leave. It's enough. My freaking daughter. It's supposed to be my ride or die. It's fucking going down. I never wanted any of my fucking kids to go to prison. I didn't go to fucking prison. But you could be smart. Where are you? You said that he was close to you. Where are you? Out not taking responsibility. Out not taking responsibility. That's not right. Oh yeah, how am I supposed to? Is it airflow? That might airflow. $22. But there. Don't do okay. Never mind. But yeah. So that's kind of like why other than like the week has been chaotic. The past 2 weeks have been chaotic for me. And then dealing with that. And I didn't feel like going on and talking, especially after hearing about DJ. So, full moon, guys. See, the full moon, I already got my cards and my oils out to charge. I'm going to put some bottled water to charge at a full moon. I'm going to put even a little thing of coffee grounds in the little filter thing. Place it up on where it can get the moon energy, the full moon energy, and utilize that tomorrow for, Daddy's coffee. Because I always already, I stir it counterclockwise to banish any negativity, and then I stir it clockwise to bring in health and prosperity and stuff like that. We both have been kind of down under the weather. It's just been chaotic. I am really seriously thinking about doing something special for my friend Lacey on her birthday, which is April 1st. So she's a Fool's Day baby. April Fool's Day. So I want to do something like that, but it would probably have to be like I don't know, maybe have her over for like something, or I don't know. I gotta figure it out. And talk to my Dom about it, see how we can go about doing that. Because this check is already going to be like severely low. So that's another thing I gotta write down. Or did I already? I think I already wrote it down, but I'm not for sure. Yeah, I did. But so utilize this full moon energy. I do believe it's in Virgo and Pisces. Which is funny because my husband is Virgo. His is August 31st. I wonder why this is tasting like it's burnt. So yeah, there's that. And I knew today, once I got on here, and even on the Facebook one, I was going to eventually end up crying because I'm alone today, and I am left with my thoughts. And okay, what about that? So yeah, and on that aspect of talking about stuff like this, and it's hard for me because I hate breaking down and crying. My mom flat out told me, she goes, no, you need to grieve. And it's like, once she said that, everything that I have not grieved about in the years past leading up to that day, it just fucking flooded me. And I couldn't stop. I could not stop. And that night, I lay down, and no, I had just gotten out of the bathtub, and I was leaning on the wall, and I heard a female voice say, "Tell her. Tell her." And I'm like, tell who what? Tell her what? What do I need to tell her? And who is this her that you're referencing about? And when I heard that voice, I was trying to keep my composure before that, you know, trying to get it together, take a deep breath, recollect myself. No, I heard that and I just automatically fucking cried. And I come back out from the bathtub, and my dog looks at me and he goes, "Baby girl, what's wrong?" I said, "I got a message." And I said, and by the way, spirits can be so annoying, but I got a message while I was in the bathtub, getting out of the bathtub, trying to dry off, leaning on the wall because my strength is not there right now. And I'm trying to keep my composure. I'm trying to get it together, you know, not fall apart anymore, at least for a little while. And this voice, a feminine voice, very young voice, tells me to tell her. And I'm like, what do I need to say to this person if I see by chance this person? And he was sitting at the chair that he usually sits in, which is this one most of the time, because this is the most comfortable, I think, for me. But and then he heard, "She needs hot tea." And he looks at me and he goes, "Baby girl, you need to make you some hot tea." He goes, I've been told to tell you to make hot tea." It's like, okay, so I'll make hot tea. And I look in our little thing that has all the teas and stuff that you can put in the Keurig, and there's jasmine tea, and I'm like, something told me to grab the jasmine. So I grabbed the jasmine, I put honey in my tea, and I drink it, and he's like, "Are you going to be okay to go to the birthday party Saturday?" And I was like, "To be honest with you, Daddy, I don't need to be alone Saturday. We are going to this birthday party and we're going to celebrate life. There is a time to celebrate death, to celebrate somebody's life that has passed in the way, in the form that he would want us to." And now, mind you, DJ was one of the ones that I would have considered a dom or a domme, because the way he carried himself, and he carries himself with control, or he did, but he most likely kept everything bottled in. Nobody knew. I mean, my friend Reagan told me that he was suffering from depression, and I'm like, this is not what killed him, baby. He did not kill himself. I can guarantee you that. I said, this was done by somebody else. I said, you caught on fire, and he was in one of the rooms, and I said, "Sweetie, you cannot recover from 86% of your body being burned, 3rd-degree burns. I said the only thing that you're waiting on is for infection to set in and take over your body. And I said this wasn't suicide. This happened because somebody was careless and decided to light a Roman candle in the U, and it caught that whole section. You see, here's the front part, and here's this part, and this part is where he lived, was the other building. So, with that being said, the fire marshal had come months before